Hey guys, it's Meg and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Right, I have kept you guys waiting long enough, I think. Last time I did one of these videos was over a year ago. I'm really sorry. Literally, on that video, people have been commenting, when's the next one coming out? When's your updated collection coming out? And I was like, oh, it's coming soon. And I actually completely just forgot to film it. So that's what this video is today. If you haven't already read the title, which I imagine you would have, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on the video. Today, I'm going to be taking you through my updated Vogue magazine collection. Now, you guys love this video on my channel. When I first did this video, I didn't actually think anyone would care to see it because, I don't know, you don't really hear people talking about like their Vogue collections. Like you hear like CD and vinyl collections very often. You even hear like, you know, like the figurine collections and book collections and stuff, but I've never really seen anyone do a magazine collection video. I'm not saying that I invented it at all, that is not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying they're not as popular. So I didn't think many people would actually care to see that video, but you guys love it. Literally, it's one of my most viewed videos on my channel. And yeah, I'm very sorry that I've kept you waiting this long for me to do a part, what is this, part 3? Or is this part 4? I can't remember. Anyway, I do have some previous magazine collection videos on my channel, so if you want to watch it in order of the years and as I've collected them, watch part 1 first and then go in that order. Also, I do have a playlist on my channel, so if you do just want to strictly watch my Vogue magazine collections, just go on that playlist, it's on my channel. But yeah, I'll link those videos down below as well in case you do want to see them. Right, I have a lot to update you on because I missed quite a big chunk. I was going to do one in 2023, I just completely forgot to film it. So as you can see behind me, this is where I saw all of my Vogue magazines. I think it looks very nice, all displayed there, very aesthetic. As I'm filming this video, we are in March of 2024, so I'm going to show you from, I believe it's October. I watched my most recent magazine collection to see where I left off. The last one I showed you was this one, which is September 2022. I have from October 2022 to March 2024 to show you in magazines. I am so sorry. I did not think that this was so overdue, but it is. Showing you my collection from October 2022 to March 2024. This bracket, okay? Let's get started. I don't want to keep this intro too long because we have a lot to get through. As you would have heard from my last video, I was waiting for the Timothée Chalamet cover to come out for October, and I got my hands on it, of course. This is one of my favourite covers that I have in my collection. One, I absolutely love Timothée Chalamet, and two, I love the electric blue typography with the photo. I just think it's so complimentary. So here's a closer look at that, and then here is what the back advert is of this one. If you don't know how my magazine collection videos work, essentially I'm just going to show you the front covers, the back covers, and also the little feature middle section of the person who's on the front cover, because that's what Vogue tend to do, because otherwise it is just filled with a lot of adverts and a lot of them are very, very similar to each other. So I'll show you like the odd like interesting page here and there, but I'm not going to do a whole flick through of every single magazine. But yeah, I'll just show you the feature of the person who's on the front page in the actual magazine. This one actually opens up and you have a smiling photo of Timothée, which I absolutely love, and then this folds out into a Dior advert, which looks very, very cool. If you're unfamiliar with Vogue magazines, you do get a lot of samples as well. So can I just say, I absolutely loved, advert is out of date, but I loved the Gucci and Miley Flora advert. I just thought it was such nice. Look at the aesthetics, this is so my aesthetic. Such pretty colours. Just thought that was a really cool little advert campaign they did for that. Now here is the start of Timothée's section. So here is the beginning and it says man of his time. Love this photo, such a cool photo shoot. Like I haven't looked through these in a while because I look at them when I first get them and then I just kind of store them. But this is actually such a cool shoot, I absolutely love it. Oh my god, was this during his filming of Bones and All? Is that what it's called? I watched that film. I was not expecting the outcome. Great film, but like, I was actually taken aback at what that film was. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend you watch it. If you don't like blood and that, I'd say don't watch it. But it was just a very interesting film. So I think this is during that time because he's got the pink copper hair. So I'm assuming that's when he was filming that. The next spread. This spread as well. Oh, I like that. That's so cool. I love how it is like portrait because this kind of reminds me of like the old like teenage magazines when you get the posters and then you could put on your wall. I had one for like Zac Efron when he was in High School Musical. I had one for Harry Styles, like One Direction. Like, yeah, This one. A lot of photos in this one because sometimes the spreads vary in how long they run for. There you go, there's the end. Sometimes the features in the centres are only like 3 or 4 pages and then others are like 8 to 10 pages, so it really just does depend. Okay, next we have actually quite a historical cover. We have November 2022 and this was in like remembrance of Queen Elizabeth II passing. I absolutely love this cover. Like, this is such a timestamp cover to have in my collection and I'm so happy I have it. So it's just like this metallic, like regal purple, and then it says Her Majesty the Queen 1926 to 2022. Love how this is like captured a moment in history. Like, I have actually quite a few Vogue covers that capture like times in history and I'm so happy I have them because, you know, there's like stories behind them. I'm really happy I have this one in my collection. I believe the Queen's section is fairly long because, you know, she's the Queen. So this was like the main feature. So I think with Vogue magazines, correct me if I'm wrong, they have like obviously loads of different brands featured and stuff, but they have like core brands that I think pay more to be like the hard focus of the magazine. So like the last one was Gucci and Miley Cyrus. This one is the Marc Jacobs Daisy fragrance because it's on the hard cardboard. So I'm assuming this is like their main brand that they want to promote. I'm assuming that's how it works. Obviously don't quote me on that because I don't work for the company, so I don't know. Okay, here we go. This is where Queen Elizabeth's section starts. So it says the pleasure of her company. I'll hold it there if you want to pause the video and read that. It is the first page. Beautiful photography again from, I think this is her coronation. Yeah, I think this feature was mainly like about her life and like a flashback into how she became the Queen and like during her reign and stuff. A lot about the royal family in this as well. And then the price we pay for love. If you see me looking off to the side, it's because I have my mirror as a viewfinder, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting this in frame because I film on my phone, so I don't have like a viewfinder like the Canon G7X or whatever. And that is the end of Queen Elizabeth's feature. So as you would have seen, this is how thick Queen Elizabeth's feature was. Obviously, understandably, because she's the Queen, so like others may vary, so. Okay, now we're moving into 2023. I didn't get December of 2022 and I don't know why. I obviously just completely forgot to grab it. I've gotten a lot of questions asking where I get my magazines and if I have a subscription with Vogue. I don't have a subscription, I purely just buy them every month in the supermarket or like the bookstores and stuff like that. Okay, now we're moving into 2023, so this is January 2023. We do have 2 covers from January 2023. Sometimes Vogue have like multiple covers of like one model or one celebrity. So this is January. I got 2 of the free covers available. We have Amine. I'm so sorry, I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. I didn't want to butcher that, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have 2 covers. So here is the first one. I absolutely love the purple with the silver writing. It just looks stunning. This is the back advert. This is the second cover. The teal and the red, I think that looks really cool. I think the gloves are really effective as well. I think the features are the exact same in both magazines, so I'll just show you. Okay, here is the beginning of Iman, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Feature. Such a slay. I absolutely love the white background with just the colourful outfits. I just think it's so cool. Oh, and this one with her hair and then the teal glove. Oh, slay. There you go, that was the end of her feature. Very short. As you can see, the exact same in the second cover. Okay, next we have March 2023. I actually have 2 covers of this because, as I mentioned before, I purchase Vogue magazines whenever I see them. And also my dad picks up Vogue magazines for me because he knows how much I collect them. So we ended up both getting the exact same. I have 2. I bought one and my dad bought me one. But yeah, I'm so happy I have 2, especially this cover. So this was the March 2023 cover of Rihanna, ASAP and their child, which is so cute. Absolutely love this cover. I think this was after her Super Bowl performance, which honestly I would go as far to say as the best Super Bowl performance. Absolutely loved Beyonce, Bruno Mars and Coldplay's Super Bowl. That was my favourite, but I think this one tops it. The dancers, the choreography, the set list of songs, like the mashup, it was incredible. So yeah, I believe this was after her Super Bowl. But absolutely love the cover. This is the advert for the back. It is the beginning of Rihanna's section and the title for it is A Star Is Reborn. The next spread, this one with her and ASAP. One again with her and her son. I don't know her son's name. Oh, look how cute he is. Oh my god, this yellow. And this is just like a column. I believe she was interviewed in this one. That's the end of Rihanna's feature. Okay, the next cover I have is actually an international cover. I have two international covers, which I absolutely love. So I was in London at this time. I went to this like newsagents / magazine store. I believe it was in Soho. They had a bunch of different like editorial magazines. They had GQ, they had V magazine, they had Variety, they had the Face magazine, like all these really like big like editorial publications. They had international Vogue in there as well. They had Vogue Italia, so I grabbed Vogue Italia. This was expensive. International covers are always expensive in the UK because obviously they're not made for the UK. But I very rarely do get the international covers unless it's like a really cool cover or it's a celebrity that I really like. But I went to actually go get a British Vogue in there, but they didn't have any, so they only had Vogue Italia. So I grabbed this one, and as you can see it says, oh, in very small font, €5. I paid £10.99 for this. Very expensive for a magazine. I wouldn't pay that often for an international cover, but I thought this was such a sick photo that I was like, okay, I'll just get it, it's fine. See, on the front it's Kendall Jenner. Here's the back. Also, I love the texture of the paper. Like British Vogue is like glossy. This is like a soft matte paper. I just really love the texture of the paper they use. I don't know if that's specific for Vogue Italia or if it was just for this issue. Here's an extension onto the front. You have this really cool folder actually. I really like that. Obviously it is all in Italian, so I cannot tell you what any of it says. Zendaya, I love Zendaya. And we have a little Lancome sample. Oh, I do just want to say I absolutely love this photo. That's so pretty. This is the start of Kendall's section. So we have the monochrome and like close up. Oh, that photo goes hard. That goes so hard. Something about monochrome photography that's just so effective and so cool. That is the end of Kendall's section. Here's what the spine looks like, just for a little bit of comparison. Let me show you British Vogue versus Vogue Italia. So this is the difference in spine. So the top one is British Vogue and then the bottom is Vogue Italia. Yeah, that's the difference. We are getting there. Next we have May of 2023 and we have this cover. So we have Aaron Rose Phillip, Reframing Fashion, Dynamic, Daring and Disabled for May. This was like a part of a series of two or three covers, I believe. But I chose this one because I absolutely loved the colour scheme of it. Here's a close-up of the front cover, and then we have the classic Libra. This is the beginning of the feature. So it is fashion in the frame, powerful, aspirational, chic, from runways to galleries, stadiums, television screens. A vanguard of disabled talent is changing perspectives and evolving industries. I absolutely love this issue, I just think it's so cool. Next spread, and I believe it has descriptions of each of the models that they're featuring. We have Christine Sun Kim, who's 42 and an artist, and it gives a little description about her. And then we have Jessica Inaba, I think that's how you say her name. She's 24 and a barista, and a little description about her. So I'll hold it up close in case you do want to pause and read that. Next spread. Then we have Aaron Rose Phillip, who is on the front cover. His little section. Such a beautiful photo. I absolutely love her dress with the flowers. As the end of the feature, I believe. Yes, that is the end. So we have June 2023 and we have Miley Cyrus for the cover. I absolutely love her green outfit with the grey. So nice. So for Miley's cover, it says Miley's mic drop. Now I'm an adult, I realise how harshly I was judged. Front and the back. Absolutely love this advert of Zendaya. I can't find it. Hang on. Here's the beginning of Miley's section, the eyes of the storm. Really cool photo to start this section off. Loving the monochrome photography. Okay, next we have, I think, one of my favourite covers that I have in my whole entire collection. I'm just so happy I was able to get my hands on it. As you can tell, I'm wearing a Barbie top, very fittingly actually. I loved the whole Barbie summer. Like, Barbie was my childhood. Like, you know when you grow up, you're either a Bratz girl or a Barbie girl? I was Barbie all the way through and through. I have so many fond memories of Barbie. And the Barbie movie was coming out, I was just so excited. Of course, Vogue had to do a Barbie cover with Margot on the front, and this is actually Vogue USA, as you can tell from the little barcode label down there. This is £8.50, so again, quite expensive for a magazine, when usually the British Vogue range from £2 to £4. I was like, you know what? This is such an iconic cover, I have to have this because I love Barbie so much. I had to have this. As you can see, Vogue USA is so thin. I don't know if it's just because this cover is super thin, but compared to British Vogue, like, this is the average size of British Vogue. Look at US Vogue, like that is such a thin magazine. Vogue is quite a chunky magazine, like it's quite thick. Like even Vogue Italia is slimmer than British Vogue. Here's how the spine looks. So it says, is it gonna focus? I think it's focusing, but it says Vogue and then summer 2023. So it doesn't actually have a month, it just says summer 2023. Again, absolutely love the cover. And then we have a Prada advert on the back. Here's a little section. This isn't part of her feature, but it's just got Margot on it and like Barbie fashion, I believe. Let me get to Margot's section. Also, I couldn't have thought of anyone better to play Barbie than Margot Robbie, honestly. She is a real life Barbie. Oh, I love this shoe so much. So it says hello Barbie, so it's got Margot, and I believe this is recreating like actual like Barbie doll look. I don't know from what era, it probably should say. No, it doesn't say, but I imagine that, or it's heavily inspired by one of the doll's outfits. Like, look at this. Look how cool this is. This is so sick. Absolutely love it. Got more here. It's definitely one of my favourite photo shoots. And then we have like just a classic Margot photo as the end of Margot's section. I hope the lighting's not too off. Oh my god, hold on. Is that better? I just realised like this half of my face is like really shadowed. I hope that's better. Now it just looks like I live in the dark. Is that better? I don't know. Whenever it's a rainy day, my room is such bad lighting. Okay, moving on. We have August 2023. This is of Maya Jama. And then we have a Saint Laurent, Saint Laurent advert on the back. As you open the magazine, you have a beautiful advert with Gucci and Halle Bailey. Is it Halle or Hal? I don't know, but regardless, she's here and she is serving. Then we have my Jama section and it is titled The Look of Love. Again, pause it if you want to read it. I think that's so cool. And that is the end, yes, of Maya's feature. If it seems like I'm going really quickly through the magazines, it's because I have a lot to get through and I don't want this video to be like 40 minutes long. Okay, next we have October 2023. Again, I have two of these covers because I bought one and my dad bought me one, so I have two. I'm not mad though, I'm genuinely not mad. As you can see, it is of one of my favourite actors in the world. We have Leonardo DiCaprio and Lily Gladstone. Are they in a show or a movie together? Is that why they're like featuring on Vogue together? I'm not 100% sure. Someone please let me know. One thing that actually makes me laugh quite a lot is the pricing of Vogue, because as you see here, all of them had this sticker that said special price £2 reduced from what, $3.99? Yeah, $3.99, right? And this was stuck on the front covers of all of them. I took the sticker off one of them and it says £2 on the cover anyway. Obviously it's a marketing tactic, it's meant to make it look like you're getting a great deal when really it is just the same, it's the same price. Okay, so here is the beginning of Leo and Lily's section. So the title is Fashioning Change. These photos. Here we have an article of Lily Gladstone, one for Leo. I love the name Leonardo DiCaprio. It just sounds like, you know how some people just sound like they have a famous name? Leo is one of those people. Like, it just sounds like he was meant to have a famous name. And that is the end of their section. Very short actually. That is, I think, one of the shortest features. Okay, next we have November 2023. I absolutely love this cover. Again, I think there were 2 or 3 different cover variations that you could get, and I chose this one, and it has the 2 models on the front with the Vogue house in the back. And I actually saw the Vogue house recently in London and it was so sick. I didn't go inside or anything, I literally just saw the outside, but it's beautiful. This one's titled House Party. Oh, random, absolutely love this advert. Look how cool that looks. I love that photo as well. Love that. Is this like an interpretation cover of like what they could make? Vogue Travel, London's New View. I would so get that cover. I believe this is the start of the feature. That is such a cool photo. This is giving me like 13 Going on 30 vibes, you know, when they're all taking like the class of, I think 2005 photo with all the balloons. This is what that reminds me of. Oh, this is such a cool spread. I love this. And little Frenchie in the middle. Oh, this is such, actually this is one of my favourite like features. This is so cool. I love all the collaging. Is that Shakira? Oh my god, that's Shakira. In a mermaid tail, whoa. Yeah. Sick. Oh, this is so cool. This is so one of my favourite features. Kate Moss. This one is just about like Vogue House as a whole and like them as a publication. And then this is the end of it. So this is celebrating 65 years of fashion. God, Vogue's been around for 65 years? No, it hasn't. Surely it's been around longer than that, really? Okay, next we have, to finalise the year, we have the December 2023 issue / January 2024. So this is actually another one of my international covers. This is Vogue France. So I was actually in Disneyland Paris for my 21st birthday. I did vlog the whole trip. It's on my channel if you want to go watch it. Yeah, I was in Disneyland Paris, and when we were travelling home, I went into the WH Smith there, and I saw they had Vogue France, and I thought this is such a cool way to like staple that I was in France during December, so I thought that was really cool. So I did get the British Vogue cover of December because I had this one. So here's the front. I do not know who the model is. Here's how the front cover looks. We have a Dior advert on the back. Apart from the like brand titles, all of the like writing in that is in French, so again I don't know what any of it says. Okay, so here is the beginning of person on the front. What's her name? Is it Robbie Spencer is the name? I could be completely wrong. I don't think that's, because it doesn't say her name on the front, so I'm not 100% sure on her name. I'm so sorry. This is where her feature starts. It's a really cool photo. I love it. That is the end of the France Vogue. Here's a little comparison of all the spines of the international Vogues and like how different they all are from each other. So on the bottom you have British Vogue, top of British Vogue you have Vogue France, and then you have USA, and then you have Vogue Italia. So that's just the difference in the spines. Now we are down to our last 3 covers that I currently have. Now we are in 2024. So starting off, we have January 2024 with the beautiful Emma Watson on the cover. And absolutely love the colour scheme. So complimentary, so pretty. And then here is the back advert. It's for Cartier. And here's a sort of Emma section, and it's called Earthly Pleasures. That's a really nice photo. We have her with a duck. Or a goose? A goose or a duck? I don't know. And that's the end of Emma's section. Absolutely loved those photos. Okay, next we have February 2024, and this is of Julia Roberts. I love Julia Roberts. Again, one of my favourite actresses. Love her. She looks so good on the front cover. And this like red leather coat on her. This is Gucci red leather coat. Such a slay. On the front, then back we have a Dior advert. Then here is the beginning of Julia's section, and this is titled The Meet Cute. Such like a powerful woman pose. We have this one. That's the end of Julie's section. Very short, that one. I unfortunately did get a busted one where the back was ripped, so I've taped it so it cannot rip anymore. But yeah. That's Julia Roberts' cover. And last but definitely not least, we have March 2024. We have actually, I think, probably one of the most iconic covers that is going to come out this year. We have the legendary cover, 40 Vogue Icons, One Epic Shoot, the ultimate fashion issue. So Vogue like to do like the big fashion issues. I do have a big fashion issue actually. I've showed it in one of my previous collections. I have it of Rihanna, and that was in 2018. See, this one is thick, a lot thicker compared to the other like classic covers. This actually has full 2 Vogue icons, and I'm actually so shocked that this is all one photo. Like when I first saw this on Instagram, I genuinely thought they just photoshopped everyone into it, but nope, I've seen the behind the scenes video and everyone is actually there. So here's a close-up and you can see literally so many women on the front who are just iconic. In the back we have the beautiful Austin Butler for YSL. Okay, I think this is going to be a big feature, so let's just get straight to it. That was actually the easiest feature. I literally flicked like 3 pages and I got there. This is the feature. It says we are family. This one again, you can pause if you do want to read it. We've got Miley, we've got Gigi. Here's the team credits and thanks, which I really like. And that is the end of that feature, iconic cover. Wow, that is it. That is the end of my updated Vogue magazine collection. I'm so sorry for how overdue this has been. I hope this video isn't too long. I tried to go fairly quickly through them all just so, you know, I could cover everything. If you have any questions about my collection, let me know in the comments down below and I will happily respond to your comment. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, because I have so many fun videos planned and you guys are loving like my vinyl and magazine content, and the more of you that subscribe, the more I'll be able to provide that content for you. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video and I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye!